The KINO RITZ interview is brought to you by West Bay Entertainment, complete audio post-production for indie filmmakers.
Hello, my name is Michael Vogt. I'm the curator for the KINO RITZ indie movie series. Today I have the pleasure of talking to the director Michael O'Connor and the writer Ninon Schubert. Together they made the movie Sleeping Dogs, Schlafende Hunde. Yes, welcome. I was looking forward to speaking with you about the film Sleeping Dogs. I really enjoyed it. Congratulations, I think it's a really good movie. And well, the first question that is, I think, relatively obvious is because you are from Ireland and you were traveling over the whole world. How it happened that you met in Hamburg and decided to make a movie together?
We met at a party.
Oh.
We found out that we were both interested in films.
Uh-huh.
And I think I was just about to start at film school actually in Hamburg. And from that, we made a few short films and then we decided to make the long film basically.
So you knew from the beginning when you started planning this movie that you were going to do it together and...
Yeah, definitely.
I think it basically became very clear very early on that we had a writing, directing team, and that maybe is a little bit like Pressburger and Powell in England. The people who made things like The Red Shoes, etc. There was a writer and there was a director, and it wasn't always clear when does one stop and when does one start. So, for example, maybe I had a little bit of an influence in the writing, but then Ninon had an influence in the editing. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So, and that was
that's something I want to know a little bit more about. Were you from the start talking about what each of you can do to help the other one?
In the script. At first, it was actually 4 completely different stories because we knew it was going to be very low budget, and we thought that it would be easier to have 4 different stories that are interlinked somehow. You can shoot them like 4 short films, basically. So we worked on 4 different ideas, and they all had something to do with supernatural, and then we found that, and we were working on it together right from the beginning, basically. But we found that 2 of those ideas just weren't very interesting. And the 2 that were left grew together into one story.
Okay, yeah. How long did it take to record the whole movie?
The shooting took, I think, 23 or 24 days over 4 months. And our inspiration there was the Christopher Nolan film, The Following, which is a black and white Super 16 film. And there, it's handheld camera, and it's actually a non-linear story. But for us, what was really interesting was black and white, and also that he shot it in his apartment and around his apartment over, I think, 6 months every weekend. That was very interesting for us.
About the shooting, how hard was it for you to get all the actors? Because I assume for most scenes you needed 2, 3, sometimes 4 actors to be there at the same day. And
it was interesting because if you look at the overall project, the easiest people to get were the actors and musicians. So, for example, with the actors, we had we basically put an advertisement on an internet portal. Then we had 125 applicants, and then we interviewed that down to 25, and then we met them over 3 afternoons in a sort of Kulturladen, in a place auditions. And then we had about 5 people with us, and then we looked at the auditions and we recorded it. And we went into a lot of detail, and then we got good actors. And that was really helpful because we knew, because it's a micro budget, so we only had really two interesting things. One, the story, and two, the actors. Everything else was, they weren't as important, let's say. Because we know that if there's a strong feeling, then people will watch it. So what's difficult then was sound. It was really difficult to get sound people. That was sometimes, we'd be shooting on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and at 11:15 on Friday night, I was talking to a sound person, trying to convince them maybe with some whiskey or wine.
That's usually good to convince people, yeah.
Sound was really the most difficult thing to get. Yeah.
So also, I think with that, so some problems were we had external dialogue scenes outside in Hamburg, and sometimes it was very loud. And that was really problematic when we came to to do the sound editing and the mixing later. That was a big problem.
So if anyone wants to shoot dialogue scenes, don't do it outside.
Okay.